everybody, thanks so much for joining me today. Today's yoga flow is going to be a lovely energizing flow, so hopefully this helps us feel energized throughout the day and throughout the week as well. So when you're ready, come and join me on the mat. Legs can be crossed however you want them to be. They could be straight out in front or soles of the feet together, whatever you fancy. Take time just to relax the eyes, palms facing up onto the legs. We're just going to allow our body to settle into the practice today. So nice deep inhales through the belly and your exhales to release. Continue with this slow breath. You might want to inhale for 3 and you might want to exhale for 3. Wonderful. And again, nice inhales and your exhales. Feel nice and grounded in the sitting bones. Make sure both are touching onto the mat and that you're sitting tall. Just take a moment to check in with your physical body. Any aches or pains, use this time to let go. Also check in with your emotional body. Is there any stress that you're feeling? Pop a label on that stress and watch it float away from you, just to allow us to be present. Wonderful. When you're ready, just slowly blinking the eyes open and inhale just to draw the arms parallel. Relax the shoulders back and down. As you exhale, just clasping the hands together and pushing upwards. So palms facing the sky, nice open chest. And as you exhale, popping the hands just behind the head, so a nice little cushion for the neck. And then as you take an exhale, draw the elbows in and take that curl with the back. So you're really hunching forwards. As you inhale to lift, expand the chest open to the sky. Exhale, feel that curl. Nice stretch in the back of the neck as well and in the whole back as we lift. And curl. Last round to lift. And to curl. And then once you've completed that, just slowly coming back to level and just taking the hands almost about 2 inches away from the head. We're just going to create circles. So you might hear some like popping, some clicking, and that's absolutely fine because that is just the joints moving, the knots clearing. Take your last breath in one direction and then just change directions. Perfect, because we're going to be using our shoulders a lot today. And then a nice release with the hands, popping left hand on right knee, take that twist. Really sitting tall. This is a really good spine energizer and good for our digestive systems. Wonderful, last breath on this side. Then as you exhale, just a nice change with the arms, nice and simple, changing it over. Just feel nice and in control. Breathe through the movements. So we take 2 more breaths in this pose. And last breath, inhale and your exhale. Wonderful. Slowly turning back to face me. Popping the hands in front of us, you want to clasp them together. We're just going to roll into the wrists. Our wrists don't actually get much movement, and I can imagine some of us that may be sitting at desks for most of the day, we might not actually move our wrists. So if you're experiencing any tension here, this might be really nice to give this a little go. And then just change direction, so the sort of uncomfortable direction. Take your last breath and then very slowly come and join me on all fours in tabletop. So feel nice and in control. Spread the fingers, so a nice base. We're going to inhale to lift the head, nice open chest, a dip in the back. Coming into cow pose, and as you exhale, push through the hands, draw the chin towards the chest. Into cat pose as you inhale to lift. Nice slow movements. Cow. Exhale. To cat. Last round to lift. And to curl. Very slowly just tucking the toes under. Walking the bottom back towards the heels. So you should feel a nice stretch in the back of the heels. Sitting nice and tall. Just take an even breath. Very slowly rise up onto the knees and lift the arms parallel above the head. Relax the shoulders back and down and just popping the hands on the lower back. So coming into a modified camel. Just taking a very slight back bend, taking the gaze up. If you want to come all the way back to a camel pose, put the hands on the back of the heels and just take the gaze back and up. So a nice stretch in the back, the front of the body. Take your last breath here, and then very slowly take your time, stack the vertebra up so that you can come back nice and tall and protect your back. Coming back, nice slide down to table. Coming into some crunches. Also good for our balance as well. We're going to lift right arm and left leg off, so our balance, and as we exhale, we're going to draw knee and elbow together. That's one crunch. We're going to do 5, so that's 1, 2, inhale, and always exhale your crunch. 3, 4, wonderful, 5, and come back to table. Take a nice breath and inhale. You might just want to move your hips from side to side, give them a little bit of movement. Just before we change sides, so inhale, lifting left arm, right leg. 1, 2, 3, wonderful, 4, and 5. Take that last reach and lower. Last round of cat-cow, just to stretch that out as we lift. And curl round into cat. Notice how open your back's feeling now as we lift. And as we curl. Last round. And your curl. And then just very slowly, you're going to take the knees wide. Bottom's going to come back towards the heels. Arms can reach out in front. This is wide leg child's pose. If your shoulders are particularly tight, just pop your head on your hands. And breathe nice and evenly. We use child's pose to restore. So we're restoring the energy, ready for our flow today. So we can give the best that we can, because we are enough. Take 2 more breaths here as we inhale. And as we exhale, to release. Very slowly, if the hands aren't already out in front, just pop them out in front. Take a breath, spread the fingers. We're going to lift the tailbone up. Just adjust the knees, tuck the toes, coming into our downward facing dog. So really drive the pelvis upward and take a pedal with the feet. If you'll notice your hamstrings are tight, take a bend in the knees and really push through the hands. Wonderful. We're going to step, jump, hop, feet towards hands, coming into a forward fold. If this is too much, come into a ragdoll, which is grabbing hold of opposite elbows and just swaying from side to side. Keep the knees soft. And then very slowly, a nice circle with the arms, coming up to mountain, so palms are going to touch. And as you exhale, bring hands to heart center. Create a nice space in the feet, so maybe even spread the toes. Palms face forwards. Just allow yourself to breathe into Tadasana. Last breath here, your inhale and your exhale, and very slowly lifting back up mountain. And as we exhale, nice hinge forward, flat back, coming into forward fold. As we inhale to lift, create space, so a left or right angle shape. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale, lowering the knees, toes are tucked. Draw the elbows in, we're lowering down, chin, chest, tummy. As soon as your tummy touches, lifting up to cobra. And exhale, lifting that tailbone all the way up to our downward facing dog, and take a pedal. We're going to step, jump, hop, feet back towards hands, coming into our forward fold. As we inhale to lift, all the way up, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more rounds of this as we inhale to lift. Exhale, hinging forwards, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, lift, create space. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank. Lowering the knees, coming down, chin, chest, tummy, up to cobra. And pushing back, downward facing dog, and take that pedal. Wonderful. We're going to step, jump, hop, feet towards hands. Back to our forward fold. As we inhale to lift, All the way up, nice open chest. Palms come together as we exhale. Hands to heart center for our last round as we inhale to lift. Exhale, nice hinge forward, back to our forward fold. As we inhale to lift, create space. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank. Inhale, lowering the knees, coming down, chin, chest, tummy, up to cobra, and back. Downward facing dog. We're going to do a little bit of a ripple. So we're going to lift up onto the toes, push the whole body weight forward, coming into plank. And as you exhale, bend the knees, drive that pelvis upwards. As you've come back as far as you want to go, take the pelvis up again, back to our downward facing dog. So we'll flow with that 2 more times. So a nice ripple forward, plank. Exhale, bend the knees. Really drive the feet towards the bottom of the mat, so the heels towards the bottom of the floor. Last round, coming back to plank. Bend the knees. Downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale, lifting the leg on the right hand side. Take that bend over so the foot flops, opening up the hip. Straighten the leg, and as you exhale, draw the knee towards the nose. Touch and lift. Wonderful. On your next exhale, knee comes through, popping it on the left wrist, tap, and pushing back. 3-legged dog. Next exhale, changing sides, right, tap, and lift. Next exhale, knee comes through the whole body. We're popping it in between the hands. Scoot the foot out of the way and just let that back foot flop behind. So this is level 1. Nice open chest. Level 2 on the forearms. And level 3, head can rest on the hands. So find what works for you. We're staying here for 3 breaths. Wonderful. Just before we change sides. Last breath here, inhale. And if you've lowered, come back up to your full pigeon, level 1. Tuck the back toe under, push back, 3-legged dog. And now as you exhale, just drawing the foot almost in between the hands. Doesn't matter if it doesn't quite reach. Dropping that back knee down, relax the foot. Feeling nice and strong in this base foot. We're going to inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, we're going to cactus the arms, so a nice open chest as we inhale to lift. Exhale to cactus. Perfect. Last round to lift and cactus. And then pop in the hands either side of the feet. Tuck that back toe under and use all your strength to push back to downward facing dog. Take that pedal. And then we're going to change to the other side. So inhaling to lift, left leg into the air. Take that foot over. Nice open hip. Breathe. Take the foot level again. Hips are level. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifting 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right hand side. Little tap as we lift. 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes to the left. 3-legged dog. Now knees come in all the way through the body, in between the hands, back to our pigeon. Wonderful. So nice open chest. As you exhale, you can come down to level 2 or level 3. So find what works. Should feel the stretch in the hamstring of that bent leg. So breathe evenly. Perfect time to take a scan of your physical body as well. Take your last breath here, so your inhale and your exhale. Very slowly lift back up to our level 1. Tuck that back foot under, drive it back, 3-legged dog. On your next exhale, you're popping the foot almost in between the hands. Doesn't matter if you have to walk it there. Back leg comes down and we lift up. Modified lunge. Exhale, nice cactus with the arms. Really push into the top part of that back foot as we inhale to lift. Exhale to cactus. Last round to lift and to cactus. Very slowly popping the hands either side of the feet. Tuck that back toe under to come back to downward facing dog. Well done. Take that pedal. Inhale, lower the knees. Relax the toes, and head's going to rest on the mat this time. and arms are going to relax by the sides. This is relaxed child's pose, so we're just taking a moment now to breathe. We've warmed up our bodies. Now it's time just to stretch out and relax. So when you're ready, take your last breath. As you exhale, driving the hands in front. I'm going to shift the whole body weight forward. So you're coming to lying down on your tummy with forearms on the mat. Lovely. Chest is nice and lifted, gaze is forward. You want to draw the ankles and thighs together, so energizing the whole spine. Last breath here in Sphinx. Inhale and your exhale. Just pop the hands underneath the shoulders. We're only going to lift the chest off only. This is a baby cobra. And as you exhale, just a nice ripple down. As soon as it touches, we lift again. Wonderful. Last round. As we inhale and as we exhale. Very slowly pushing all the way up to cobra so that we can come back to a child's pose just for a moment. And then very slowly lifting up to a tabletop. Nice little spinal twist now. We're going to inhale to lift right arm into the air. And as we exhale, threading the arm through the gap. The shoulder's going to come onto the floor. The head might want to come onto the floor too. Left arm lifts up and it hooks behind. So nice open chest. Take a breath here. Thread the needle. Inhale, lifting the arm up above the head. Pop this hand in front of the face. We're going to feel the balance in the right knee so that we can lift the left leg off. Remember, at any point you can take a child's pose. Take a breath. Exhale, just lower the leg down. Draw the arm back through so that we can change sides. So inhale, lifting left arm into the air. Exhale, nice thread through. Coming onto the side of the face. Inhale, lifting right arm and place it behind. Doesn't matter if you're on the thigh or on the lower back, just feeling that open stretch for the side body. Inhale to lift that arm back up, place it in front of the face, put your weight onto the right knee as we lift back. Good test of your balance here as well. Wonderful. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knee. Come back to table and just join me with soles of the feet together. Sitting nice and tall. Maybe even butterfly the knees. This is limbering up for our bound angle pose. Keep the eyes soft. Just exhale, walk the hands forward. If you find that comfortable spot, stay there for a moment. And then maybe on another exhale, your hips might feel a little bit more open to walk the hands forward. If you're finding this quite intense, experiment with the feet. So if they're closer to you, the bigger the stretch. Further away, the slightly easier the stretch. So just find what works. Wherever your safe place is, don't push it further than your limits. Maybe even let the head hang. Put the breath where there's any tension. And again, last breath. Very slowly, sitting up tall, just drawing the knees together, crossing the legs, joining me back with palms facing upwards. And that is our energizing flow today, simple as that. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.